No, that is self-preservation is reasonable and an admirable.
You
Cowardice is not.
fuck you, J Mac. Oh my god.
What?
I just saw your fucking link to the race page of a Laszlo.
I
Oh,
was
you
wondering
awful.
how long. I was wondering how long it's gonna take someone to click on that.
Wait, what?
Wow. Oh God, J-Mac.
Oh. Let's see, what is this? Do I want to know what this is? Right, no. No.
I'll change that at some point. Yes, he's a gnome.
Oh, good. I don't have to click the link. Thank you for telling me. Fucking gnomes.
And this, people, is why you should test every link before you use it.
Yep, guinea pigs are a valuable resource.
Okay, let's look at classmates.
Thank you,
Sounds
Sideline,
as
for
if I'm
being
gonna
our
send you
guinea pig.
malware.
Malware's the least of our trouble.
Is it?
From you, yeah.
You trolling us is clearly a much bigger issue.
Fair.
By the way, I'm amused that one of Francis's abilities is called Landmine.
Yeah.
Again, he is good at defense.
Weakness, endurance.
Yeah. That endurance basically denotes do they have a lot of hit points or do they run through resources very quickly? In his case, both.
Lillian's got the same thing.
I have a question, J-Mac.
Uh-huh.
Carla's high stakes fishing.
Yes.
What's the action on that? Or is it
It would be your standard action. Checking that in now.
Stakes
Should that be
fishing.
our assumption of if it doesn't specify otherwise, it's a standard action? Or
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
That's what I normally assume anyway.
okay.
So
I'm looking through Wolf's friends right now. So.
I'll take a Laszlo.
okay.
Yeah, I think I want to bring Lillian as my my companion because that bonus to knowledge arcana and spellcraft could be useful since I have both, and I don't think anyone else in the party has a lot of it.
I mean, I do. Yes.
I want to take Asta, but I don't know if I want to take him as a companion or just as a he's there, burn things.
I would also like to take Marie just as a, cause she's not combat based. Just hey Marie, just hang out in the back, please. Thank you.
I was going to take her with me, so.
Oh well, there we go.
I mean, the thing is, you could have all of them accompany you, but not necessarily as a companion. They could just be, doing stuff.
Yeah,
All right, let's just bring our dorm and Captain Firepan.
I mean, is there anyone from our dorm who we would want to leave at camp?
No.
Yeah. Well, maybe Princeton.
What? No.
He's not with you currently.
Why would
Oh,
you want
right,
to be
yeah.
Princeton?
Well, besides the fact that Silas finds him very annoying, Princeton is very good at helping people, like in a camp setting.
Mm-hmm.
He's very good at keeping morale high.
I mean, is he?
Maybe.
Technically, yes.
I don't know. It's hard to tell with him.
I mean, his literal weakness is listed as combat, so we really shouldn't
Yeah.
take him anywhere.
Yeah.
The tags are mostly for, say you wanted them to go do something for you, which might happen down there. You don't know. If, for instance, if you sent them into a combat-heavy sort of scenario, they would pretty much penalise the roll they'd get towards it. Whereas
kinda
people with it,
I think I kind of want to have Carla with me.
you want to fish?
Yes. Combat, mobility, stealth, these are all skills I can use. Social? That's fine. Couldn't he? Why would Wolf need help on social? He is a social butterfly. After he's devoured his enemies.
I could also take Jade just for the fact that she'll be a great bodyguard.
Don't know how much benefit you'll get from her ability.
I mean,
I suppose you get the second half, yes. The first half, maybe not.
also sense motive is good for me.
That's true. Speaking of which, you wanted to do psychometry, I think, didn't you?
Right, yes, I wanted to psychometry. A couple of things.
Keep in mind you only get once per day.
Right, that's the thing. Then probably the town documents. Those seem more towards Silas's interests than I think those were what I was going to
Sure. Fire. What skill is it? Appraise at me.
Yeah, appraise. Let me double check. That's not a thing that you roll instead.
I think that's only prognostication.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be
Be right back in a hot second.
psychometry. Okay.
So why Big B's doing that. If you're heading out for the 3 hours, do you have a particular goal you want to get to? Because I don't know if you can get to a mine time. Let's see. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. Thereabouts.
Just outside. We could try to get to this structure to camp there overnight, and then go for the mine in the morning.
Yeah, or the hunting lodge. Admittedly, if you're taking everyone, you probably will have to squeeze a bit.
Which way was
DC
the place
15.
tilting? Oh, it was flat at the moment, wasn't
Yes, the tilt
Yep.
evened out. And Silas, I'm afraid you don't detect, or you trying to detect a psychic imprint within these 10 documents is just very boring. So boring, you don't find anything.
I will try it later.
Unshockingly, a bunch of 10 documents has the strongest emotional boredom.
Hmm.
Hmm?
I was considering who exactly will we take? 'Cause we take absolutely everyone. Seems like overkill because we can't use everyone.
No.
Yeah, that's true. Also, not everyone is here.
Yeah.
Like from our dorm.
Basically, whoever's in this white box is there,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
our
that
dorm.
box.
That's a few.
which is the bottom 6 for your dorm.
Yeah, so about 6 extra. That
I mean, that's
I feel like that'd be fine. And also, those 6 are very good. Like good for this sort of thing.
yeah, that's basically one companion each if we want. Although I'll have Asta as well, so one companion each plus 2 to do their own things.
Yeah, we've got all of them. Yeah, they seem like just good to have in sort of a forward party like this.
It turns out every party that's on here is built to be somewhat of a functional party together.
So yeah, I think taking those 6 would be fine.
So taking main 6 and Esther and
We'll
Karma.
leave the other 4 here to
Admittedly,
defend.
I'm pretty sure Rose wanted to take Roland, so he's also coming. The other 3 will play defense, I suppose.
Oh, right. I guess if we're doing that, it might be.
And if we're doing that, we could leave a couple of our dorm behind.
Yeah, maybe like
And Jade's good on
Nell.
defense, for example. As an example.
Yeah, Jade or Nell. Both of those would be probably good to have it. Actually, Nell with healing, she might be good to have in a forward.
Yeah,
party
she's an
more so.
She's an alchemist and a healer. She could be good in either places, really.
Yeah, I feel like we would need it more though, because the camp is a pretty safe place naturally. So, and we are going into the depths of the island.
As another note, Stoylevan is also a healer. She can probably suffice for the camp group.
Yeah, unless someone actually wants Jade besides them in combat, I don't know if she's necessary to bring.
Yeah.
She's not great. She's not great at remaining quiet, so she's not gonna help us sneaking up. Sure, she's good at combat, close range at least.
Yeah, we do need to be a bit more stealthy in this, I guess. So Jade's probably better left as defense. Defense in the camp. I'm going to be taking 3, so
Same as Okarin, whatever his name is, with the sling. His strength is listed as combat, but I don't think he really blends well with many of our characters.
I mean, yeah, but he'd be a part of the miscellaneous group, not the actual companions group.
I mean, he's got the advantage that he's actually good at being solo.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing. He seems like he'd be a very good scout type.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, he was really
yeah.
the only other one that immediately stood out as, wouldn't work well as a companion for any of us.
Yes, true. He's not a great companion, I'd say, unless you give him to maybe Wolf.
And +2 initiative isn't the worst thing.
Yeah, and the negation of flanking is nice.
So these two, so basically Aster and Ocarin as tag-alongs. As long as you're not within a combat or being stressed, you can technically swap between them. Just takes a bit. Okay. So we have our tag-alongs. Well, these four are being left to defend the base camp.
I guess.
Yep. In which case, Wolf as technical group scout lead person.
Sorry. Just before we actually leave town, was what's her face able to get messages to the other parties? Because I did bring up the possibilities of shenanigans to try and send messages myself, if it was needed.
Probably about when you leave, she can approach your group and was it Madam Mer? Yes, Madam Mer basically goes established established methods that we had to communicate. Steve appears to be ignoring them. I'm heading out myself to the main city. After I've warned them of the danger, I will return.
I see. Well, may our travels be safe. Good luck with that. Hopefully she will listen.
Was it a case of she was able to send the message and just didn't receive a response, or wasn't able to send the message?
Sent the message, didn't receive a response.
Right. Fair. Okay then. Because I was just worried about like the other groups that were still in the one. Yep. Messages have been sent. That's
yes. Unless anyone has other things to do in camp, as Wolf is the scout person, plot the course.
I'm going to be grabbing that piece of paper from Robo Boy.
Yeah. You have a vague set of instructions.
Okay, I will now interpret these as I can.
Most of it is instructions basically for what you do when you get to the core location. How to work the maintenance console, the instructions for actually the proper flushing, or at least the alterations he think will be needed to make sure that you actually get rid of the thing in the pipes.
Got it. So seeing as we can't make it to the mine in one day, did we want to stop at the hunter's cabin or at the abandoned structure?
I'm thinking this put us to the hunter's cabin.
Yeah, I'd go with that sort of up past there, because I'm thinking that way.
Basically, stick close to areas we've already scouted, which is this structure and this way.
Yeah, and a lodge will be better suited for the entire bus.
And then the thing is also nothing else. Once we're at the lodge, that means in the morning we've literally can basically fresh in the morning just dive straight in.
Yeah, and the other thing I was thinking of taking like that route you proposed. It could be that we'll get to this part and then the tilt will happen again, and we won't be able to make it to the lodge in time, so we could dive into the structure if need be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The point is, if something comes up early, we have this we can use for shelter early, or we can go this way.
Yep.
Yeah. Makes sense to me.
Because the alternative would be that, then? That's the alternative route.
Yeah, that's a poopy route.
The other one.
Well, for the beginning navigation.
Let's see. Can someone roll me a D16?
Yes.
Also, both give me a survival.
Wow. So average.
Yes. Mediocre.
Okay. You don't encounter any troubles while you're traveling. At the end of the hour, guess what happens?
Nothing.
Got a tilt.
You get a tilt.
Which
I think
way?
this
Which
one
way?
This one is actually in your favor, if I can find.
At last.
As we all start tumbling down the mountain.
If this tilt is in our favor, then that means we might be able to make it to the mine straight away, and we can camp in the upper layers.
Upward.
One of the spider drones. I'm gonna pack it on the back of Rusty.
Okay. The tilt is leading up to basically tying upwards to the structure to your right, and then downwards to everything
We're falling
else.
this way.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so
Let's just fall all the way here.
I mean, in that case, we can probably fall into the mine tonight.
Does that speed us up enough to do that?
Yeah, it's basically 1.5 times speed. You'd be able to make the mine tonight.
Alright,
and then we can basically camp in the entrance to the mine and then finish up and then basically take 8 hours of rest and then charge down to the main entrance, the main area.
Yep.
In the morning.
Good. Fucking go.
Okay. Course amended.
Lord.
As such, course has been amended.
And you can do so. I believe you've walked all those towers before.
We have,
Yep.
which was very on purpose.
I couldn't remember if we went that way before or if we went that way before.
We end up taking this really awkward route before on our way there and way back.
Yeah.
You end up going like that.
But then we've
Something like that,
also
yeah.
done like that. So we've basically brought like this one we've been adjacent to on all sides.
Yeah, we've
This
been
tile, we've
adjacent
not-
to all the tiles.
This is the only tile we've not actually had much interaction with, but even then.
Well, even
Actually-
then, we've still hit like 3 sides of that tile.
Mm-hmm. If there was a big scary monster, we probably heard it by now.
Probably. Can you give me 2 more survivals, Dark?
Well, now you're testing it.
Oof.
If you make me roll enough, I'm gonna fail one of them.
It's true. Failure isn't necessarily bad. It's just maybe not necessarily good.
The wolf's getting very tired.
Oops.
But not tired in the kind of
Ooh.
like, not tired I've been working too hard kind of way, but more in that kind of like food coma kind of way.
When you reach just before the hunting lodge, you discover a new thing. Giant Nimbus.
This is that
Right,
nat
Sasquatch.
one.
As you kind of are heading through the plains, nestled amongst the grass, you notice there's bright orange poppies just distributed around the grass.
I'm so tempted to eat one.
Interesting. What do we know about bright orange poppies?
They're tasty. They're the
Sounds
tastiest of
In
poppies.
nature.
If you find any
That they're native to
pods,
California.
Oof.
What poppies?
I'm not being perception. This is just
Tasty
yes,
poppies.
flowers.
Hey Marie, what do you know about this?
Do you want to invoke her ability?
The
I
once
guess we
per
will
day
be
ability.
resting, so yes. Yeah, we're going to be resting, so it'll refresh. So yes, let's do that. Yes,
Tasty.
Marie, it'll be nicely before they start eating them.
drugs.
Actually, in this case, Aaron and Marie come to the same conclusion pretty much at the same time. As they look at these poppies, something in their mind kind of goes, uh-oh, and they just... Marie specifically starts like pushing you away from the field.
Hippos already has
Poison.
one like halfway into his mouth. Not actually there yet, but halfway there.
These poppies are known as King Sleep poppies. Their pollen specifically has a specific I can never say this word right. Soporific effect, in that typically people who wander in the fields of them just eventually fall asleep. For those unlucky enough, they don't wake up.
Yeah,
I'm
as
so
Oh boy, that is a powerful opiate.
as Marie is like pushing everyone away, Aaron's going, "Oh, great!"
I assume this isn't the stuff that they use to make actual king sleep.
Oh no, I mean it's part of the recipe.
Ah, well then.
It's meant to make you, feel sleepy, so you go to sleep and then die of king sleep. Because otherwise, people thrashing around, vomiting everywhere makes it a little bit more obvious, other than just sort of spitting up in your own vomit while you sleep and drowning. So this makes it a little bit more pleasant, at least.
I see. Yeah.
Well, I just thought you would know in case you ever get targeted by it. Planning on being a king and everything.
I do not wish to be king.
I
There are much better titles.
Hippos just slowly lowers the poppy he was about to eat.
I mean, if you take it in light doses, it could be a pretty good empowering to you, being a sleep aid. I wouldn't take it every day, though. Brain damage and all that. Erin says that she's picking a few and putting them in a sample jar.
This is actually an option you have. If you have herbalism or alchemy, you can spend some time to gather reagents here.
Do we want to spend the time, or do you want to come back once we've dealt
I
with our
don't
thing?
think we have time to spend.
You guys were going to go sleep? So just, sleep away from the field? You give me a time.
We were going to sleep in like another
In the
2
mine.
hours.
Oh, fine. Aaron grabs another handful,
We
jams it in
can
a jar.
get you your drugs when we're all not about to die.
Oh shit! There's no living thing here. Wait, do you know if this big black ooze thing gonna be living?
What?
Presumably it's undead based on all the undead you've seen from its weird waste goo.
Yep. It's gonna be
Yes.
affected by poison. Does anyone know that?
I
No.
doubt it.
Damn it! I had a good idea.
What sleepy time for giant evil ooze?
A sleepy time cape.
Ooh.
Roll around in the flowers with my black ooze cape.
That would
Ooze
be.
should.
Anyway, you've discovered this and you can potentially check it out later.
I'll come back. You know how much valuable this crap is? Alright, fine. Proper
It
black
will
market
still
salesman,
be
you could
here.
actually get the actual king sleep, and well, that shit's expensive.
It's a field of flowers. It'll be here when we come back.
Unless we all explode.
Yes.
And at that point, you'd be dead, and so it won't matter.
Well, at that point, I would have run away preemptively. So, I mean,
you would
So,
still
yes,
be dead because I
let's
don't think
ho-
you can survive
so
this
yes,
entire island
Let's
exploding.
go. Let's start running and start preempting the explosion. Let's go.
Yes.
You can walk around the field. Nothing happens with your second survival check, so you can make it to the old mine.
Although I will say, I bet those poppies would make a great magical material component for a sleep spell.
Perhaps. There's only one way to find out.
you know, it'd be
But
really
you make it
great
to the old
right
mine.
now if I was picking a field of flowers. That would be great, wouldn't it?
No.
I'd be really famous in a black market situation. And she says that she's preparing a bedroll to go to sleep.
Thankfully, the mouth to the old mine is still, fairly empty.
Mhm. Silas is going to commandeer the old workers' room, basically.
Well, I need to rest well tonight, so Erin takes out the jar where she collected like 2 or 3 poppies and mushes it up. Gives it a whiff, closes
Slurps
the
it.
jar, passes out.
Oh, God's above.
I mean, it works.
Hippos,
Out like a light.
Hippos hopes there's no trouble tonight now.
I'm not going to notice it.
Exactly.
For people who aren't stoned out very nut, is anyone setting up a watch sort of schedule?
There's so many of us, we could probably just do like an hour each,
That's fair.
and some of us still wouldn't be needed.
And Rusty's constantly awake.
Fucking, you get attacked by goblins and like half the party are like, oh, we'll stay in bed, you just deal with it.
We outnumber the goblin swarm. Attack!
I mean, that's why we brought you guys along with us. Just go deal with it while we sleep.
Oh lord. Let's see. Okay, the night passes uneventfully. Thankfully, the one thing that does happen, Tote clears.
Oh, lovely.
You're flat once again. Now it's time for spell preparation.
All right.
Preparing spells.
Which sideline, if you notice, you got the
Yes, I
instructions
got
from
it.
IAP.
Yeah, I can decipher it kinda. All right. That's great. It's good numbers.
It happens.
Yeah.
Hopefully, nothing important was in those areas.
Oh no,
Mhm.
that's the important parts of the sentence. Adhesive spittle is still loaded into Rusty.
Okay. Do those just stay in there until you like refresh them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can now swap out spell.
I suppose
Guess-
whatever.
Guess how many spells I get back, J-Mac?
0. Look, give it like a level, and then you'll technically have spells.
2. It's gonna be a while.
Fair enough. Yeah, you can maybe find an item that gives you the spell.
We did it. It's the Christmas that no one let me keep.
What do you mean?
I said I wanted one, and everyone said, "Nah, we'll just put it in the group stash." Oh, okay.
You can take one. Go for it.
What was in the group stash?
Those spell crystals allow you to do clamp and something.
I think it was electric jolt and acid splash from ashing out with acid splash and people sitting out with an electricity spell.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, those two I don't care about. The clamp one we kind of care about.
But you're technically also in the old city now, as the old mine that technically share a square.
All right, morning
hours-
time.
Yes. It's hour 0 of day 4. No sign of a black rain, at least when you poke your head out of the mine.
That's
Good.
good.
It not go boom boom yet.
Well, then we need to be hurrying because I don't know when.
Yes, let's go.
Down,
Okay.
down, down we go.
Down.
Down, down, down we
I keep
go.
forgetting Roll20 doesn't work like I think it does. One thing I should probably mention is you are aware that one of the groups was down in the city.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Yes.
want to look for them, or
Let's
Nope.
they
go.
on their own?
The one with
They're on their own.
They
Yeah,
had the nice knife.
actively search them out. They will be fine.
Besides, one of them is a twat, so let's go.
Damn, Aaron, just fucking giving a death sentence.
So I'm not expecting it to come. Not expecting anything to come of it. But stating for the record, during his hour that he spent preparing spells and stuff, it was basically spent the time asking any local spirits or fae that may still be in the area for help with this. Otherwise, their home's going to explode and crash and burn, and is not good times.
Do you want to give me a knowledge nature?
I can. Where's nature gone? That's nobility. There we go. Oh. Oh.
Yeah. No, the spirits are busy today. It's a weekend. Go shopping.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have nothing to eat. Yeah, okay. It was an attempt. I wasn't expecting anything, so hey. Nothing gained, nothing lost.
Okay. Before we actually go into this, because it will take you an hour to reach the power facility, which, as you can probably assume, ship will be going down. Who has who as a companion?
I have a Laszlo.
I've got Lillian.
Okay.
Should I have Asta or should I leave him on his own? Who else would I
Let's go
have
ship
if
everyone to the
anyone?
left who's claimed.
Forgotten who he got with us. Most of our house.
Everyone to the far right is at camp base. Dark, I'm assuming you're taking Carla?
Yes.
You have your choice of these 5. Well, I guess we're on to be with Mr. Elena. You have a choice of 4 people.
I mean, Murray's with me, so
Okay, you have a choice of 3 people.
Just what, Nell, Asta, or guy who doesn't play well with anyone? So... Okay, now, why is your sheet not opening, Nell? It's sort of giving me a semi-transparent bit of a name.
Double click
Oh,
it.
double click it.
Oh... That's dumb.
I mean, it's useful when you have a very tiny monitor and you
It
use
is.
to
It is
the
useful.
post.
I just never knew it was a thing. No, I don't want her. I guess I'll just take Asta then. Gives me
Okay.
+2 and 2 skills, one of which I shall put into use magic device because I love that shit.
Fair enough.
I'd rather not explode.
I vote on
Dark,
additional explosions.
Dark, as you move through the power facility, can you give me a survival and a knowledge engineering?
I can't do one of those.
Alternatively, if anyone else has knowledge engineering, we may give it.
Yeah, I think Silas had it before.
no, I did not.
Someone
Engineering is
did.
not his strong suit.
Let me check.
I'm sure someone
I feel like engineering.
I got your critical survival.
did.
Nice.
I just don't know a thing about engineering.
I got it. I
it
kept
was-
trained for all of them, so
It was Alana who had engineering.
Damn it.
there you go. 17.
Okay. First of all,
Wolf navigate. He radar.
yes. Wolf, you actually managed to help avoid a dangerous thing. As you start getting closer to the power facility, you notice on the ceiling of one of the areas there's masses and masses of fungi. And you're not quite sure what it is, but you err on the side of caution, circle around it rather than going straight for.
My nature senses tell me bad juju.
Evan, no. Cannot gather. Come back later.
No. We've had this conversation before with a poppy field, so I assumed it was making the same argument.
Oh, speaking JMac.
Mhm.
Could have Wolf from memory sketched some of the poppies during the night's rest to add to his nature journal?
Sure.
Excellent. I will add King Sleep poppies to my nature journal.
Fair enough. What was the other thing I asked for? Yes, knowledge engineering. Perhaps even fittingly for Aaron. Aaron, you notice that most of this underground cave area, a lot of it's artificial. But it's been sculpted in such a way to kind of look like it's just a natural cavern. But then as you kind of look at it, you look, no, that could easily be an area where a bunch of pipes are running under, just from the weird shape of the stalagmite. Stuff like that.
Interesting. Okay.
That's not a stalactite. That's not a stalactite at all. That's a vent.
It's a stalagmite.
Guys, listen to this. Aaron taps on a stalagmite and you hear it being hollow. I found our ooze.
Well, I guess we will need. Let's not bother it right now.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
There are a few areas where you do notice like what looks almost like oil pouring out of the ground, but nope, that's more ooze.
Disgusting.
You can make it to the power facility. Nestled within what looks like a crevice, there is a large metal door. As you get closer, you can see a glowing pad next to it.
Oh, that looks to be something. Give me a second. Aaron walks up to it.
The pad is dimly lit, but still seems functional. On it are some of the runes that you've noticed just from the general writing of the language of these people, but IAP's other instructions indicate a passcode for it.
Oh well, this is well, they're numbers. I don't know what the numbers mean, but I know a combo of numbers that would mean something. She starts poking it. Ooh, makes boop noises.
There's a rush of stale air as the facility opens. I'm going to be shifting you over a map.
Excellent.
You know, a lot of these numbers are kind of curvy, but he kind of failed to do the curves. All right.
He hasn't had hands before, he's trying his best.
I mean, I wouldn't understand.
Okay. If you look down to the south.
Ah, there, south middle, south right.
Yes. Rose, you can be over here. And I'll move the rest of you down.
Shoop.
South middle. Did I set up for wall service? Looks like we're doing it the old-fashioned way.
The way that doesn't cripple my computer. Huzzah!
Yeah. There's a long corridor. The floor appears to be made out of marble, which is pretty extravagant for somewhere that's supposed to be a facility holding like some form of power.
Hippos just sort of pokes out Aaron for a moment and asks, did IAP say if more big construct bad things in here, or if it
Nope.
more little spidery bot things?
I have no idea. That didn't actually ask.
Oh,
Whatever it is, we should deal with it.
yeah, just like to know, what coming.
I agree with you. I'm a bit disappointed in myself I didn't ask. But we will take the better part of valor and make sure that we avoid whatever comes across.
Okay. He just starts walking.
All right.
I think it's pretty safe to say we're going to be doing this fairly quietly. Like, we're not just stamping the whole.
That feels like a safe assumption.
Just
If you want, you can give me a perception.
I would love to.
certainly. Should have put the +2 in perception, but oh well.
The place is pretty quiet. To be expected, perhaps, of a place that doesn't have, well, any person living inside it. But there is the distant sort of gurgle of pipes, of straining metal, of... What is that noise? It sounds as if something's spinning. Like a metal wheel, but it's very squeaky.
I kind of want to go towards the squeaking. I'll be honest.
I mean, maybe whatever's making the power.
Yeah, that seems like a likely sort of thing. So, yeah,
Then
I'm
let
gonna
us
do
go
that.
onward.
I didn't grab Rusty. There we go. Okay, boy.
I'm
It's
assuming.
just running.
I'm assuming Wolf and Ash are keeping up.
Yeah.
Ugh, disgusting.
Bottom right for the map.
Okay, thank you.
Let's avoid
That-
those.
that-
Yeah,
does-
I'll just be
pits.
doing this quick.
Does that look like the goopy stuff is coming up out of the drains?
Yes, it looks as if like fluid has forced itself up out of the floor. In fact, as you kind of watch for a little bit, it kind of just bursts up in like little spurts every so often.
Ew.
I tend to clean the goop with a precipitation crystal.
It works, but very slowly, as precipitation tends to do.
As Ippo sees Wolf posing there with all magical might flowing out of a tiny crystal in his
Hippo sort of
And maybe if you had
grins
like
and starts clapping enthusiastically.
Here
Less
there's-
clapping, more stealthing, please.
Oh, sorry.
Meanwhile, Rusty's clank, clank, clank.
I'll have you know, Rusty is actually quite quiet for a massive metal construct.
Oh no, I know. I've seen his stealth before, I think, but yeah.
Aaron, there's another pad next to the door. You can choose to open it when you wish.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Beep boop 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 beep.
As the door slides open, you see another long-ass corridor, because I'm bad at judging size.
A long fucking corridor. Wow.
Or just the grandeur of this place.
Yes.
These people were imaginative with their
The minimalistic design preference, I guess.
Oh, is that
Wolf?
that zappy zap ball things?
Yes.
As you start to kind of get closer to these balls, it does indeed to be zap ball things. Your presence, as you get closer, they rise up off the metal grids and start spinning. A visible static in between them.
Maybe
I'll
defensy
step over to
things?
Ipos.
Oh,
Smokes up
well,
wolf.
I suppose that's a definition of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well then.
I was going to walk towards him with Ipos as a shield.
No. Just because I make Zappy Zap doesn't mean Zappy Zap not hurt me.
Wait, isn't that how it works?
No, not yet.
Then how do you
Sometimes.
not explode when you cast Zappy Zaps?
Same way others don't.
How do
I'm reminding you, I'm untrained in all magical based skills. I don't know how this works.
Yeah, so
Aaron has no
Zippos.
idea
He
how
only
to
picked
do it.
up one rank in spellcraft this level.
Yeah, but at least you're a mage.
Wait, how do other people not explode from Zappy Zap?
Because Zappy Zap not going in them, it go out of them.
That's not how that works. It's still originating from you. Meaning that you are touching, in fact, power. It doesn't just, it's not like water.
Wait, can we get liquid power? Can we just pour a jug of electricity?
Shit, man, I don't know.
Maybe.
I can give you
Imagine that
solid
just like-
power.
Well, I now know what my custom spell's going to be.
It's like,
Liquid power.
Yeah.
Liquid lightning.
I mean, sorry. Imagine that for a campaign setting though, where you're literally filling up a cup of electricity.
And liquid lightning sounds like a cool spell.
Look,
I was
if you guys
actually thinking
want,
liquid lightning sounds like an awesome title to have.
I think it's an energy drink.
I think that's what Ipos is going for. I like that. I support this course of action. Look, if you want solid power, I can get you a block of coal to chew on when we get home.
That's a thing kobolds do.
It's
And
nice little
and
thing.
it's very similar to what blue dragons do out in the desert.
Mm-hmm. You get me nice treat when we get back. Sound good.
Okay.
Yes, treat of coal.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Now that
okay.
you harken your mind back to the note that IAP left, you feel like maybe this might have been mentioned, but it's very squiggly.
The core, I won all the shows. Okay. I didn't actually really. Aaron's looking at a piece of paper. Okay. There's words about this. There's certainly words, and he's drawn what I'm looking at. So that's Wolf, go grab an orb. I believe in you.
Why is that always becoming our default? It's like, oh, it's something we don't know. Wolf, go grab it.
Not asked it that many times. But
Give me a second here. I got an idea. Aaron's gonna pull out a check range here.
A lot.
many feats.
Okay.
There's not many feats. Spidery things had many feats.
Spiders have feet.
Yes.
And they have
Maybe.
legs.
Aaron's gonna move forward and rummage around in your coat and make a weird hand gesture, and like this weird thin film interference sort of appears in front of the orb, like this weird kind of phasey rainbow color sort of appears in the area and space up in front of.
Okay. Are you using what I think you're using?
Yes.
Okay. Like that? Can you move that?
I
guess
can
you
make-
could draw
I can make-
yourself.
Yeah, I can do that.
Smarter thing. Let you draw instead of me.
He's a better artist.
It's drawing a fucking 10-foot square.
Wolf, go around the left. And that's the end of her turn.
Wolf.
Okay. First move action. Nothing bad happened.
No.
Not yet.
Second move action.
That would provoke if it's possible.
These things do not provoke attacks opportunity. Or rather, they can't take attacks opportunity.
For one of these ones.
Yeah. Just one of them.
Well, Wolf does not have enough actions to actually be able to grab them this turn. But
Look, Wolf, just grab one of them. Just, it doesn't matter which one. I know they're all very pretty. Just one. Okay, sorry.
I mean, it was a hustle. It was 50 feet Wolf had to run.
Yeah, I know. But Aaron's just saying, just grab it. Just grab it. He's just like,
Is Wolf doing anything else? If he can.
He will donate his swift action to the kitchen.
Fair enough. Ash.
I'm gonna move here. And I'm gonna use Lillian's ability of Time Thief on the one next to Wolf
Okay.
to try and prevent it from attacking him. It's a DC 15 will save, I guess?
Unshockingly, as objects, they don't. And technically, they're magical, so they have save. Well, objects have saves overall. So I think it's will saves, and this isn't mind affecting. So I guess just flat D20. So you're stealing standard, essentially. Well, what is this equivalently at standard?
Yes.
Cool.
Magic objects typically have a will save, or typically have a save bonus if unattended, equal to their cast level divided by 3.
Yeah, so basically 0 for these things.
Here we go.
Anything else from Ash?
Nope.
First orb. Which one are you? Ah, you're that one. Okay, orb to the bottom, or platform to the bottom right. Seeing Erin get closer, it attempts to fire at her.
Pew.
Except
which one?
this bottom right one.
Yeah, as it enters that weird or area of thin film interference, the lightning bolt that it shoots just takes a really strange. What did you say? Lightning?
No, it's firing the orbs.
Oh, well, the orb in the air just sort of suddenly cranks one direct, like 90 degrees right, and just slams into the wall.
The orb becomes embedded in the wall, where you see it after it hits, it then discharges its electrical payload.
Oh, there we go. Oh my god, that worked. Okay.
I can't actually remove it because the lightning's on top of it, but the bottom right one only has 2 orbs now. Let's see. Top right one. Top right one only has range for... No, never mind, it can't shoot Wolf. And this one is... Actually, it will shoot Wolf. Wolf, you're getting fired at.
Huh? What?
The top left one fires one of its balls at you.
I
Versus
decline.
your AC. Holy shit.
I mean, that hits. There's no doubt if that hits.
How did you add the note on, like... Can I just put this in brackets? Fuck it. The 1d4 is electricity, if that matters.
6 bludgeoning, presumably, and 2 electricity.
Yes, bludgeoning. Top left one is missing another orb. Or missing a orb now. It's Melody.
Can I catch it?
Well, the orb's on the floor now, but you can hold it if you want, I guess.
I mean, I was asked to retrieve one. I've got one.
So Melody is here, and hearing that Wolf is attempting to take one from that pile, she's just going to shoot one of these. Because, screw it, why not? She doesn't have anything else she can do.
Sideline.
As you shoot through the thin film interference, it suddenly, the arrow jolts 90 degrees.
But jolts 90 degrees.
Yeah.
And you critical hit the wall.
Yeah, you showed that wall
Oh,
who's
shit.
boss.
Which I suppose this is a good enough reveal of Erin's new ability. Crank for road, she can rotate a space 90 degrees. For a short amount of time.
Okay. I can't pick which I target. I'm sorry. Okay. Don't aim at the rainbow.
I misunderstood that ability of yours. I thought that was just an instantaneous effect.
No. I have an aura of turn the world.
This is the downside that affects both you as well as your enemies. Fortunately,
Okay.
it's a crit.
Well, Today, I inconsequently Prismality learned.
Right. Just if you're gonna shoot through it, make sure you do math before you do that. Okay?
Ipos just blinks. He doesn't understand these strange things that are going on. But these look like he's guessing some form of magical item thingy, considering they're strange zappy zap balls that keep being flung around by electricity. So, he's going to try some bullshit shenanigans, and preferably targeting one of the ones up the top, though he'll go for the lower ones if he can't do it at that far of a range. I would like to attempt some form of use magic device check using his own electrical powers to try and disrupt their powers and just break something.
Okay.
I've no idea if it's possible. It was just a daft idea. If it requires touch, I can move.
I
Probably
would
not
say
far
probably
enough.
require you to touch them.
Where does that have to be? 5 feet away? It's fine. I can spend my time. Seeing as we have witnessed that it doesn't attack Wolf when it goes past, spend my time. Although I will stay on this side of Wolf in case swirly balls get thrown. That's basically our double move.
Okay. Is the balls next to Wolf and Epos? Let's see, what can it do?
It did lose
Objection!
its
They
standard.
can't do anything.
That's true. They lost their standard action, and it can't move.
It might have a move equivalent action.
No.
I am moving up, and I am attempting to grab a ball with Mage Hand.
Okay.
I mean,
I sincerely doubt these things weigh less than 5 pounds.
and
I mean,
it's a
eh,
weird
they're not that
case in
big.
that normally it's an unattended item, and these are unattended, but they're also like powered. They're weird.
True, but I can make
mean-
attacks with my Mage Hand, so
Fair.
If you want to
That's
give
what
me a
this-
CMB to basically pull one of them away.
yeah, basically.
Nice.
Oh, wait,
Which one are you targeting?
Would this be considered a dirty trick, actually?
Yeah, basically.
Okay,
Right.
then. Yeah, the one next to Wolf and Hippos.
Okay. That one that currently only has 2 balls.
Grab it and just chuck it behind us.
3 of them are down to
Eee.
2 balls.
Off that goes.
They're basically like very like shot puts.
Then yeah, 5 pounds seems reasonable for that.
Aaron. The road is crank.
Well, okay.
That's right.
These things don't seem very bright. Maybe we should just move behind this wall thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, I looked it up, and a men's shot put is £16.
Oh,
The
jeez.
fuck?
Oh, a women's shot put is about £9. Like proper
Chunky.
competition shot put, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
solid ball of metal.
Yeah, but I don't think it's that heavy.
Solid ball of metal.
They are pretty heavy.
Aaron's gonna sort of go over to the wall and sort of take some pliers and start trying to pull this orb out of the wall.
Sure.
That's it. I'm done.
Wolf.
I mean, Wolf has an orb. He caught it.
Hey, come here, I guess.
Briefly, Wolf was going to throw it through the area you just created.
And
So what happened to the arrow then? Maybe not the best idea.
the lightning before it.
Hmm. Well, Wolf did what he was told to do, so comes back and gives Aaron a ball.
Rusty, take that, please. Thank you. Alright, Rusty puts it in his mouth.
If Ipos
Just say
gets
he's not-
pummeled now, I won't be happy because he was covering behind Wolf.
I've all just looked confused at Ipos, like, what are you doing?
Is Wolf doing anything else?
No, and Wolf does not rage to regenerate hit points.
Fair enough. Ash. This is Ash. I can tell how backside I move myself. I'm not used to having it on my middle button.
Gonna move about here. And what can I do?
That's a good question.
Honestly, I was just gonna wait till like they're out of ammo and then shove them full of cotton.
It's not a terrible idea.
But science.
We've already conducted science.
No, you've stood there and let them fling things at you.
Wolf has a science-shaped hole in his chest.
I know. It's pretty gnarly.
I don't
Does
think
that
he got
hurt?
I didn't say it was penetrated. I just said, like, it kind of cracked a rib.
Just sort of caved in his chest a little bit.
It's fine. Wolf regenerates.
Aaron's gonna poke it.
Just starts inflating again.